Upcycle crocheters. Today I'm going to show you how to make this cute little chair sock. It's very simple. This is the one that I put on the front of the chair. So this has one more round, and the back of the chair, the legs are a little bit smaller. So I just did 2 rounds and then kept it easy, kept it simple. So what we're going to do is start with your yarn. Today I'm using a cotton yarn I had left over from a doily project I was working on, and a 4.5 millimeter hook, scissors, and if you want to weave in your ends on this project, you can with a yarn needle. So what we're going to do is make a slip knot. And what we're going to do is make a slip knot that is a little bit shorter. So we're going to wrap this around once, twice, and pinch it. Take the top over, hold it down. I hold it with my thumb, and then roll this over and get that little piece in the middle. And there you go. So you have a slip knot. Insert your hook, and we're going to crochet 2 chains. From the second chain from the hook, I'm going to have you insert your hook, and we're going to create a single crochet. So insert, yarn over, pull through. You have 2 loops, yarn over, pull through those 2 loops, and you have a single crochet. You want to do that 6 times. So insert, you have 2 loops hanging on there, yarn over, pull through, 2 loops. So that's 2, and this little piece, we'll just work with it. Okay, so that's 3, 4, 5, and 6. So just pull it a little bit snug if you don't want that hole in the middle. And then I'm going to put this little piece forward. That's going to be the middle of your sock. And we're going to attach. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6. This with a slip knot. Okay, and you can use the front loop only if you want. If it's too tight, it's really not going to show. I got them both. So I'm going to pull through, slip knot, chain 1. On the next one, we're going to put in 2 single crochets in each of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stitches. So we're going to go to this stitch and put in 2 single crochets in each one. Okay, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. Then we're going to slip knot to this first chain. You could put a marker there if you're a beginner, that's okay. Sometimes they get a little meshed up. I'm going to pull on that. Now we're going to chain 1, and we're going to work in the front loops only, single crochet. Now for my back legs of the chair, it's a little bit smaller, so I'm going to stick with just these 12 front loop single crochets, and I'm going to go around very easily with my blue. As you get used to this, it becomes you don't even have to count it. You just put in your front loop single crochets in your round. And then when you get to your 12th, you're going to slip knot, and see that? One more. Chain one. So slip knot. It's a little tight. That's good. Won't come out. Whoop, I have like a fiber. That won't show, but it's good to work around that. If it showed, I would really take time and fix that. Okay, and put in chain one. And then I'm gonna go one more row. Same thing. So front loop, sorry, one more round, single crochet. Rows are straight and rounds are circle, but we all seem to call it a row sometimes. Okay, and then I'm going to change colors. When you change colors, you can do 2 rows or 3 rows, however long, but just remember the same height you want, so they all will match, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 2 more. $11 and 12. Okay, and then we're going to slip stitch. That looks like a stitch, but we slip stitch to this one. And to change colors, we're going to bring up this loop and get our color. I'm going to go with green. I'm making a shorter piece right here. Usually we can, you know, sew that in, but I'm just going to stuff it in on this project. It won't show. So to add our green for this project, I'm going to just put the green over the hook, pull it through on the blue. Okay, the blue has been trimmed, but you can pull on that piece that you trimmed so it's tight. For this project, we're just going to put all these little pieces in here and chain up 1. Okay, for this project, I'm going to tie a knot, which is abstract a lot. We don't usually do that in crochet. We weave in our ends, but it's not going to show. So you do what you're comfortable with. I found that also when you wash this, you can just wash it by hand. You can put it on gentle in the wash machine, and I would let it air dry, but it is washable. Okay, so then we're going to take our hook and same thing. We're going to go through this front loop only. I gotta grab this. Here it is. Come on, baby. It's very tight. There we go. So 1, 2, and we'll go all the way around 12. And what I'm going to do is keep doing, I'm going to do 2 rounds of the green, 2 rounds of the yellow, 2 rounds of this terracotta color, and then I'll meet you back. So when you get to your top round, go ahead and come back. Okay, so here we are at our very last top chain, or sorry, slip knot, chain 1. So when you have the length you want, now you're going to work in reverse. Go to this first spot here and keep it loose and work a single crochet, but you're working in a clockwise manner, so that'd be like 12 o'clock. Go to the next stitch, just push it in all the way, bring up a loop. That one seemed a little loosey-goosey. Okay, I'm going to start over. Put it in the stitch. Whoop, it is loosey-goosey. Grab your yarn and pull through. Bring your yarn over. Could probably do it a little bit tighter. So grab your yarn, pull through. And you're just working backwards. So that part there I don't like. I'm going to go back again. I'm pulling it out, which is called frogging. I'm going to make it a little bit tighter on the hook there. Okay, so I'm just grabbing the next stitch, kind of in between the stitches, but you want to go at least a stitch length over. So there we go. Get the rhythm now. And you're going to go all the way around. You want to do 12. If you do a few more, it's going to be a little wider. So if your chair gets a little bit wider, just remember your stitch count all the way around for your other ones that you'll make, so they'll all match. Okay, and so we're working like a rope, making it more like a rope. Whoop. So I'm going to put that in. You see how that came out a little bit loose? Doing like that. I'm going to frog it out, put my hook back in, make it a little bit tighter. So it's a little bit trial and error at first till you get the rhythm, but it looks really cool, so it's worth it. We're just going to go all the way around until we see our spot where we did that chain 1. And then we're going to fasten off. So, like I said, it's working backwards is a little tight. Okay, so I'm getting all the way over to my chain 1 spot. And then I'm going to make up that loop a little bit bigger. I'm going to work in the front area, the front of it, just so that I can make a tighter stitch. And then I'm going to cut the yarn so you can see it. Okay, and then pull it through. Whoop. What's happening here? You see what happened? It just came loose. So I'm going to put it back in, pull it through. Crochet is a lot of trial and error, so you just work through it. And for this one, I'm just going to grab the yellow inside and make a knot. So it's not going to show. So that completes my little foot sock for the chair. I'm just going to stuff that underneath. Now, if you have any questions, again, comments, let me know. There's a little foot sock. And we're going to put that on there. It's going to look adorable. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have fun with this. Send me some of your projects that you've done. I'd love to see how they turned out. And I will see you again on my next video. Thank you.